Now, I would like to welcome you all to enjoy the majestic cultural performances of our students. We want to start this beautiful session with a recitation from the Quran. I'm requesting Samiha Rahman from Standard 5 to come onto the stage.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حميم والكتاب المبين. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة مباركة إنا كنا منذرين فيها يفرق كل أمر حكيم أمرا من عندنا إنا كنا مرسلين رحمة من ربك إنه هو السميع العليم رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما إن كنتم موقنين لا إله إلا هو يحيي ويميت ربكم ورب آبائكم الأولين صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Samiha, for your wonderful recitation. Now, I'm inviting Little Angels from Mirpur branch to perform a nasheed with choreography. This nasheed was sung by Mahir from Mirpur branch.
Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat is thanks to you. Every breath I take, every bird I hear, every smile I see is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Every drop of rain is a mercy from above. Feeding all the earth is thanks to you. Every ray of sun, the light of the moon, the wind when it blows is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. is to Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat is thanks to you. Every breath I take, every bird I hear, every smile I see is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah.
And now to continue on with our cultural program, please let us welcome on stage the students of pre-KG, KG and nursery for a poem recitation. Thank you.
মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে, বাদল গেছে টুটি, আহা হা হা হা। মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে, বাদল গেছে টুটি, আহা হা হা হা। আজ আমাদের ছুটি ও ভাই, আজ আমাদের ছুটি, আহা হা হা। মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে, বাদল গেছে টুটি, আহা হা হা। কি করি আজ ভেবে না পাই, পথ হারিয়ে কোন মরে যায়। কি করি আজ ভেবে না পাই, পথ হারিয়ে কোন মরে যায়। কোন মাঠে যে ছুটে বেড়ায়, সকল ছিলে জুটি, আহা হা হা। মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে, বাদল গেছে টুটি, আহা হা আহা হা। কেয়া পাতার নৌকো গড়ে সাজিয়ে দেব ফুলে, কাল দিঘিতে ভাসিয়ে দেব চলবে দুলে দুলে। কেয়া পাতার নৌকো গড়ে সাজিয়ে দেব ফুলে, কাল দিঘিতে ভাসিয়ে দেব চলবে দুলে দুলে, আহা হা আহা হা। মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে, বাদল গেছে টুটি, আহা হা হা। মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে, বাদল গেছে টুটি, আহা হা। আজ আমাদের ছুটি ও ভাই, আজ আমাদের ছুটি, আহা হা। আজ আমাদের ছুটি ও ভাই, আজ আমাদের ছুটি, আহা হা। আহা হা। আহা হা।
Do we ever wonder who created us or things around us? Yes, Allah created everything. Here comes our participants from elementary section of Uttara branch with rhymes. Allah created everything.
Look at the sun, look at the sky, look at the birds flying so high. Look at the sun, look at the sky, look at the birds flying so high. Look at the stars shining so bright at the middle of the night. Oh, look! There's a shooting star! Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything. What about the trees, so beautiful and green? Can you see the wind brushing those leaves? Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything. Look at the fish swimming away in the beautiful ocean under the waves. Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything. Yellow pink flowers with the buzzing bees. It is amazing how honey comes from bees. Yellow pink flowers with the buzzing bees. It is amazing how honey comes from bees. Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Do you ever wonder who created this and who created that? Allah created everything.
Now let us welcome the girls of Primary Standard 3 for a poem recitation, please.
Life Doesn't Frighten Me by Maya Angelou. Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghost in the cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Mean old mother goose, lions on the loose, they don't frighten me at all. Dragons breathing flame on my counterpane, that doesn't frighten me at all. I go boo, make them shoo. I make fun, way they run. I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile, and they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Tough guys in a fight, all alone at night. No, they don't frighten me at all. That new classroom where boys all pull my hair, kissy little girls with their hair in curls. They don't frighten me. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I am afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all. Not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome Ishraq Muhammad Shafayat from Standard 5 to deliver a lecture on bullying at school.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Honorable head of school, teachers, guardians, and fellow students. I, Muhammad Shafid, would like to welcome you all with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we have been blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to study at Avros International School, where we are enjoying Islamic schooling, which certainly is a matter of peace of mind for all of us. We are like a big family here. All the students are very helpful and friendly to each other. Life here is truly peaceful and harmonious due to the strict discipline we maintain. Unfortunately, this rhythm of our peaceful life is sometimes broken when few among us, being inspired by shaitan, try to be dominating over others. For no good reason, they feel themselves superior and look down upon others. They always look for some unfair advantage by abusing other students' simplicity. In other words, we can call this bullying, whether it can be physical, mental, and cyber as well. Bullies pick on someone and might make fun of them who they think do not fit in. Bullies make fun of other things, including appearance, behavior, race, religion, social status, etc. It is found very often the students come to the teachers with such complaint that somebody is not letting them play, or somebody snatched this tiffin, or somebody shouted at them necessarily. Those are devil's practices that are used and applied by the bullies. This can make the victims feel afraid, stressed, depressed, or anxious. The victims may also have thoughts about suicide or hurting themselves. They might also have trouble with their schoolwork, have problems with their mood, energy level, sleep, and appetite. We must not keep quiet and silently be the prey of those hellish activities. No, there are many things we can do if we are being bullied or know someone who is being bullied. We should tell a trusted adult like teacher, parent, or coaches. If you walk away from the bully and ignore them, you're telling them that you don't care. Walk tall and hold your head high. Using this type of body language shows that you're not vulnerable. Try to point out that his or her behavior is very serious and harmful. Practice ways to respond to the bully verbally or through your behavior. Above all, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to stay and remain safe from all ominous powers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishraq, for your very, very important words. Now, without further ado, let us welcome the girls of Pre-KG and KG from Standard 3 for a song named Allah Knows.
When you feel all alone in this world, and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember no matter where you are, Allah knows, Allah knows. When you're carrying a monster load, and you wonder how far you can go, with every step on that road that you take, Allah knows, Allah knows. No matter what, inside or out, there's one thing of which there's no doubt, Allah knows, Allah knows. And whatever lies in the heavens and the earth, every star in this whole universe, Allah knows, Allah knows. When you find that special someone, feel your whole life has barely begun, you can walk on the moon, shout it to everyone, Allah knows, Allah knows. When you gaze with love in your eyes, catch a glimpse of paradise, and you see your child take the first breath of life, Allah knows, Allah knows. No matter what, inside or out, there's one thing of which there's no doubt, Allah knows, When you lose someone close to your heart, see your whole world fall apart, and you try to go on, but it seems so hard. Allah knows, Allah knows. You see, we all have a path to choose. Through the valleys and hills we go, with the ups and the downs, never fret, never frown. Allah knows, Allah knows. No matter what, inside or out, there's one thing of which there's no doubt. Allah knows, Allah knows. And whatever lies in the heavens and the earth, every star in this whole universe, Allah knows, Allah knows. Every grain of sand in every desert land He knows. Every shade of palm, every closed hand He knows. Every sparkling tear in every eyelash He knows. Every thought I have and every word I share He knows. Allah knows.
Now, continuing on, I would like to invite on stage Abdullah Muhammad from Standard 4 of Lalmatia branch for a poem recitation.
আবৃত্তি করছি কবি আবু জাফর ওবায়দুল্লাহর লেখা কবিতা আমি কিংবদন্তির কথা বলছি। আমি কিংবদন্তির কথা বলছি, আমি আমার পূর্বপুরুষের কথা বলছি। তার করতলে পলিমাটির সৌরভ ছিল, তার পিঠে রক্ত জবার মতো ক্ষত ছিল। তিনি অতিক্রান্ত পাহাড়ের কথা বলতেন, অরণ্য এবং সাপদের কথা বলতেন, পতিত জমি আবাদের কথা বলতেন। তিনি কবি এবং কবিতার কথা বলতেন। জিও ভাই উচ্চারিত প্রতিটি সত্য শব্দ কবিতা, কর্ষিত জমির প্রতিটি শস্য দানা কবিতা। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে ঝড়ের আর্তনাদ শুনবে। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে দিগন্তের অধিকার থেকে বঞ্চিত হবে। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে আজন্মকৃত দাস থেকে যাবে। আমি উচ্চারিত সত্যের মতো স্বপ্নের কথা বলছি, উনুনের আগুনে আলোকিত একটি উজ্জ্বল জানালার কথা বলছি। আমি আমার মায়ের কথা বলছি। তিনি বলতেন, প্রবহমান নদী যে সাঁতার জানে না তাকেও ভাসিয়ে রাখে। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে নদীতে ভাসতে পারে না। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে মাছের সঙ্গে খেলা করতে পারে না। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে মায়ের কোলে শুয়ে গল্প শুনতে পারে না। আমি কিংবদন্তির কথা বলছি, আমি আমার পূর্বপুরুষের কথা বলছি। আমি বিচলিত স্নেহের কথা বলছি, গর্ভবতী বোনের মৃত্যুর কথা বলছি। আমি আমার ভালোবাসার কথা বলছি। ভালোবাসা দিলে মা মরে যায়, যুদ্ধ আসে ভালোবেসে মায়ের ছেলেরা চলে যায়। আমি আমার ভাইয়ের কথা বলছি। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে ভালোবেসে যুদ্ধে যেতে পারে না। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে সন্তানের জন্য মরতে পারে না। যে কবিতা শুনতে জানে না সে সূর্যকে হৃৎপিণ্ডে ধরে রাখতে পারে না। আমি কিংবদন্তির কথা বলছি, আমি আমার পূর্বপুরুষের কথা বলছি। তার পিঠে রক্ত জবার মতো ক্ষত ছিল, কারণ তিনি কৃতদাস ছিলেন। আমরা কি তার মতো কবিতার কথা বলতে পারবো? আমরা কি তার মতো স্বাধীনতার কথা বলতে পারবো? ধন্যবাদ।
MashaAllah, what a performance. Welcoming now boys of Mirpur branch to perform the nasheed, Together We Stand. And this song was sang by Mahir from Mirpur branch.
Catch my eye, take my hand, This bond is tighter than we ever planned. Give me courage so I can land. We know that divided will fall, so together we stand. Climb with me, share my dreams. Tomorrow's brighter than it's ever been. Fear no danger, make big plans. We know that divided will fall, so together we stand. Laugh and cry with me, fly that high with me. See the sunset and the sunrise. The world looks so good to our eyes, like the moon and stars at night. Rest your head, tell me your thoughts. Everything I haven't called mine is all yours. Sail that ocean, find that sand. We know that divided will fall, so together we stand. La la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la. Reach with me, see the sky. I'll always be here for the rest of your life. Side by side, hand in hand, we speak a language no one else can understand. Hear those cheers, strike up the band. We know that divided will fall, so together we stand. We know that divided will fall, so together we stand.
Thank you for your wonderful performance. Now, Standard 1 boys and girls of Lalmatia branch will perform a poem recitation. Please let us welcome them to the stage.
আমাদের ছোট নদী চলে বাঁকে বাঁকে, বৈশাখ মাসে তার হাঁটু জল থাকে। পার হয়ে যায় গরু, পার হয় গাড়ি, দুই ধার উঁচু তার, ঢালু তার বাড়ি। চিক চিক করে বালি, কোথা নাই কাদা, এক ধারে কাশবন, ফুলে ফুলে সাদা। কিচিমিচি করে সেথা শালিকের ঝাঁক, রাতে উঠে থেকে থেকে শিয়ালের হাঁক। তীরে তীরে ছেলে মেয়ে নাহিবার কালে, গামছায় জল ভরে গায়ে তারা ঢালে। সকালে বিকালে কভু নাওয়া হলে পরে, আঁচলে ছাকিয়া তারা ছোট মাছ ধরে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Now, a lecture will be given by Abdullah Al-Jubran from Standard 8 on looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Good evening, distinguished guests, administrators, teachers, friends and family, and of course, the achievers of the class of 2021. I welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of Everest International School, and of course, congratulations to the new graduates. Before I begin, I would just like to say that I am humbled and honored to be able to speak to you on behalf of the students of our very own school, and that too especially on such a memorable occasion. So, you know, Albert Einstein once said, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. But unfortunately, in the past 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic has turned our lives upside down. We have seen so much and we have been through so much. The problems that occupy the present are so overwhelming that we neither have the time to ponder over our past experiences, nor can we focus on the future to sustain it for better days to come. So, I am here today to shine a light upon how much I think we can truly thrive if we just take the right steps at just the right times. The global crisis of coronavirus has had a devastating impact on all of us, especially the children whom no vaccines could protect. Our parents lost their jobs, our loved ones left us. We were confined to the four walls of our very own bedrooms. There were no parties to attend, no social visits, no hanging out with friends and family. And in addition to all of these, our education system also took a really, really big hit. According to the UNICEF reports, schools for more than 168 million of students remained closed due to the coronavirus lockdowns. For us, there were a lot of hard days. Our schools were closed, our gates were shut, our benches were left unattended, our playgrounds were empty, and our whiteboards were white. We spent the entirety of our days just staring into computer screens, trying to figure out distance learning and online class assignments. We really, really struggled to fit into the new normal, as they said it, even though most of us had absolutely no idea as to what this new normal actually meant. The prolonged lockdown took a really heavy toll on all of us. We had nothing to do, we had nowhere to go, we were scared, we were anxious, we got bored, we lost interest in our studies. Hell, we did not even feel like talking to the members of our very own families. And as a result, we became depressed. We wanted to run away from all of our problems. And in an attempt to do so, we tried to distract our minds by playing video game for long, long hours, and we tried to appease our anxieties by eating lots of foods. In some sense, we tried to escape reality. Of course, now the schools have reopened. We're getting back our everyday lives that we used to live before the pandemic. But still, I think we, the students, lack enough motivation to indulge ourselves in our studies and other activities. But this situation cannot go on forever, my friends. This is not the time to be intimidated or paralyzed in the face of such challenges. We must rise to the occasion and face them head on. First, we must take control of our own selves. And in order to do so, we must first fully understand who we are right now and who we want to be, where we are right now and where we want to be. As the saying goes, we must take the bull by the horns. Running and hiding from our problems is no longer a way to solve them. We must look those bullies right in the eyes and look for ways to solve them. On another note, we should not bottle up our emotions and stresses. Bottling them up can lead to emotional harm, physical harm, if not both. We need to learn to ask for support whenever we need it. There are so many accessible sources of support all around us. We have our family members, our parents, our teachers, our friends, so many. We should try to keep ourselves busy every day learning new things. We should try to spend more time on creative things on the daily basis. I mean, come on. We can't just sit around doing nothing. Instead of being a couch potato, go do something that will make you happy and productive. I mean, anything. Go cook with your mom. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Go swimming. Go cycling. Play some cricket. Play some football. Or the least, just redecorate your room. It will most definitely make you more happier and more productive than you are right now. Some of us aren't very quick learners, but that's okay. We should not be afraid of learning slowly. Rather, we should actually be afraid of not learning at all. And we should try to motivate ourselves to study more. I admit, it's not that easy. I mean, come on. We have just spent 2 years, if not more, in self-isolation, away from such rigorous study schedules and in-person classes. But we must not lose hope. Learning from education and learning from experience are both as equally important as the other. We should also remember that we can learn from our mistakes. We shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes. Making mistakes only goes to show that we are actually trying. We can try to plan our days ahead of time and work according to those plans. This will make our days so much more productive. You have no clue at all. And when we set goals for big, big things, big, big achievements, we do not need to set out for massive chunks of it right off the bat. We can go for smaller bits over a longer period of time. In the end, the result will be the same. The massive goal that we had at the beginning is achieved either way. But in this process will be so much easier on you. You have no clue. You know, our teachers, they can do many, many great things. They can teach us, they can educate us, they can inspire us, they can motivate us. But even the best teacher, in the best of worlds, cannot feed you what you need to learn. That is in your hands, my friend. It is your responsibility. I believe that there is a Chinese proverb that goes, our teacher can open the door for us, but we must enter by ourselves. We should also try to practice empathy, which is to try to understand and share other people's feelings. And in the process of doing so, this will help us to become better humans and better persons. And then we can all work together for the betterment of our society. We should try to create our own definitions of success and work for it. We do not need to do what anyone else says. We should do what makes us happy. But to achieve it, we need to work hard. The elevator to success is out of order, my friends. You have to take the stairs. It doesn't matter if it's one stair, one step, 1 inch, 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter at a time. You just keep on moving forward. You keep on taking that next step, then the next, and then the next. You never stop. Success doesn't come easy. If success came easy, everyone here would be successful. Everyone. You have to go out of your way, out into the wild. You have to find success. You have to grab it by the collars. You have to look it right in the eyes. And you have to make it yours, my friend. To sum up, I can say that growing up is all about learning things and lessons through unexpected ways. Of course, a global pandemic wasn't something any of us planned on experiencing. But it is what it is. Yet, it is said that the most valuable and hardest of lessons are taught and learned in the most hardest of times. We need to, as a matter of fact, we must experience these harsh times to actually appreciate the good times that come into our lives. We should try to realize how precious our lives actually are. How lucky and fortunate you and I are to still be here, still breathing, still alive. We should always try to think like a proton. Always positive. Thank you for your attention, everyone. Thank you for your patience.
MashaAllah, what an excellent lecture performed by Abdullah. Now, I'd like to request the girls of Standard 1 to Standard 4 from Uttara branch for a song with choreography, Amar Desher Thikana Bondhu Pabe.
আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে
আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে
ধীরে ধীরে বয়ে যাওয়া নদীর গানে আরো পাবে ভালোবাসা ছড়িয়ে পাপড়ি মেলেছে ওই শাপলা শালুক যেখানে আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে দেখবে রূপ তার শ্যামলী খোপায় সাজিয়ে প্রাণীর মেলা বটের ছায়ায়
দেখবে রূপ তার শ্যামলী খোপায় সাজিয়ে প্রাণীর মেলা বটের ছায়ায় দেখবে রূপ তার শ্যামলী খোপায় সাজিয়ে প্রাণীর মেলা বটের ছায়ায়
নকশি কাঁথার বুকে বর্ণালী ছবি আঁকা যেখানে
নকশি কাঁথার বুকে বর্ণালী ছবি আঁকা যেখানে, ধীরে ধীরে বয়ে যাওয়া নদীর গানে আরো পাবে ভালোবাসা ছড়িয়ে, পাপড়ি মেলেছে ওই শাপলা শালুক যেখানে। আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে, আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে।
শুনবে রুমঝুম ঝর্ণা ধারায়, পাহাড়ি রূপসী কত গান গেয়ে যায়।
শুনবে রুমঝুম ঝর্ণা ধারায়, পাহাড়ি রূপসী কত গান গেয়ে যায়। শুনবে রুমঝুম ঝর্ণা ধারায়, পাহাড়ি রূপসী কত গান গেয়ে যায়।
পলাশ কৃষ্ণ চূড়া জড়িয়ে হৃদয় থাকে যেখানে,
পলাশ কৃষ্ণ চূড়া জড়িয়ে হৃদয় থাকে যেখানে, ধীরে ধীরে বয়ে যাওয়া নদীর গানে আরো পাবে ভালোবাসা ছড়িয়ে, পাপড়ি মেলেছে ওই শাপলা শালুক যেখানে। আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে, আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে। ধীরে ধীরে বয়ে যাওয়া নদীর গানে আরো পাবে ভালোবাসা ছড়িয়ে, পাপড়ি মেলেছে ওই শাপলা শালুক যেখানে। আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে, আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে, আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে।
Now let us enjoy a chorus poem recitation by the girls of Standard 4, 5 and 6 from Almatia branch.
ভোর হলো দোর খোলো খুকুমনি ওঠরে, ভোর হলো দোর খোলো খুকুমনি।
আমি হব সকাল বেলার পাখি, সবার আগে কুসুম বাগে উঠবো আমি ডাকি। সূর্যি মামা জাগার আগে উঠবো আমি জেগে, হয়নি সকাল ঘুমো এখন মা বলবেন রেগে। বলবো আমি আলসি মেয়ে ঘুমে তুমি থাকো, হয়নি সকাল তাই বলে কি সকাল হবে না কো। আমরা যদি না জাগি মা কেমনে সকাল হবে, তোমার ছেলে উঠলে গোমা রাত পোহাবে তবে।
কুমড়ো ফুলে ফুলে নুয়ে পড়েছে লতাটা, সজনে ডাঁটায় ভরে গেছে গাছটা।
কুমড়ো ফুলে ফুলে নুয়ে পড়েছে লতাটা, সজনে ডাঁটায় ভরে গেছে গাছটা।
আর আমি ডালের বড়ি শুকিয়ে রেখেছি। খোকা তুই কবে আসবি, কবে ছুটি। চিঠিটা তার পকেটে ছিল ছেঁড়া আর রক্তে ভেজা।
চিঠিটা তার পকেটে ছিল ছেঁড়া আর রক্তে ভেজা।
মা গো ওরা বলে সবার কথা কেড়ে নেবে, তোমার কোলে শুয়ে গল্প শুনতে দেবে না। বলো মা তাই কি হয়, তাই তো আমার দেরি হচ্ছে। তোমার জন্য কথার ঝুড়ি নিয়ে তবেই না বাড়ি ফিরবো। লক্ষ্মী মা রাগ করো না, মাত্র তো আর কটা দিন।
লক্ষ্মী মা রাগ করো না, মাত্র তো আর কটা দিন।
This language of the song is going to be Urdu and no other language.
ওরা আমার মুখের কথা কাইরা নিতে চায়, ওরা কথায় কথায় শেকল পরায় আমার হাতে পায়।
ওই তো যাহা আমার দাদাই কইছে তাহা আমার বাবাই। এখন কও দেখি ভাই মোর মুখে কি অন্য কথা শোভা পায়?
সইমুনা আর সইমুনা, অন্য কথা কইমুনা। যাই যদি ভাই দিমু সাধের জান, আহা যাই যদি ভাই দিমু সাধের জান, ওই জানের বদল রাখুম রে বাপ দাদার জবানের মান।
আমার ভাইয়ের রক্তে রাঙানো 21শে ফেব্রুয়ারি আমি কি ভুলিতে পারি? ছেলেহারা শত মায়ের অস্ত গোড়ায় ফেব্রুয়ারি আমি কি ভুলিতে পারি?
মোদের দেশের সরল মানুষ কামার কুমার জেলের চাষা, তাদের তরে সহজ হবে মোদের বাংলা ভাষা। বিদেশ হতে বিজাতীয় নানান কথার ছড়াছড়ি, আর কতকাল দেশের মানুষ থাকবে বলো সহ্য করি?
যারা আছে সামনে আজও গুণী জ্ঞানী মনীষীরা, আমার দেশের সব মানুষের এই বেদন বুঝুন তারা। যারা আছে সামনে আজও গুণী জ্ঞানী মনীষীরা, আমার দেশের সব মানুষের এই বেদন বুঝুন তারা। ধন্যবাদ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
I'd like to request Abdullah Muhammad of Standard 8 to enlighten us by delivering a lecture on humanity.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Alhamdulillah, all praise and thanks due to Allah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Complete peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. My dear respected audience, I am Abdullah Muhammad of Standard 8, would like to greet you all with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My topic today is about the humanity in Islam, which is utmost important to live in the society in peace. So what is humanity? Humanity tells us that to help others, try to understand others, and realize the people's problems with our own eyes and try to help them. Allah said in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 177, what is righteousness? The righteousness is that to spend of your substance out of love for him, for your kin, for the orphans, for the needy, for the travelers, for those who ask, and for the ransom of slaves. To be steadfast in prayer and practice regular charity. Now let's talk about the Zakah and Sadaka, compulsory and voluntary charity. Allah has mentioned the word Zakah, compulsory charity, in the Quran more than 30 times, which is paying 2.5% of our wealth to the poor and needy. And the one who denies it will be regarded as a disbeliever. Similarly, duties to parents, neighbors, relatives, the sick people, and the old, and the minority group have been defined in Islam. It is said that Allah, on the day of judgment, will be displeased with those who do not care for the sick people and those who do not give food to those who ask. Allah will question them and will demand explanation from them. Regarding the rights of the parents, Allah said in the Quran in Surah Al-Isra, verse number 23, and your Lord has decreed that you not worship except him, and do best to the parents whether one or both of them reach old age with you. And say not to them so much as oof, and do not repel them, but speak to them a noble word. In Islam, ill treatment to parents is one of the major sins. Now let's talk about the rise of the orphans. Allah has mentioned in Surah An-Nisa, verse number 10, indeed, those who consume the property of orphans unjustly are only consuming onto their bellies fire, and they will be burned in a blaze. Dear audience, now let's talk about the rise of the orphans. Allah said in the Quran, Surah number Nisa, verse number 10, indeed, those who consume the property of orphans unjustly are only consuming onto their bellies fire. Now let's talk about the rise of the children. Children have the rights to be fed, clothed, and be protected. They have the rights to get good moral qualities. Now let's talk about the rise of the relatives. Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the one who cuts the bond of kinship will never enter paradise. Regarding the rise of the neighbors, Prophet, peace be upon him, said, a person is not a believer who fills his stomach while his neighbor is hungry. Now let's talk about the racism in Islam. Islam rejects the racism. Prophet, peace be upon him, said in his farewell sermon, a person, all mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also, a white has no superiority over a black, nor a black has any superiority over white, except by piety and good actions. To show humanity, one don't have to be a rich person. Even a poor person can show humanity by helping someone by any means he or she can. By the teachings of Islam, we can create a peaceful land throughout the world. Inshallah, Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Mine, for your valuable words. They are definitely something that should be taken into consideration. Now, let us enjoy a chorus song. For this chorus song, I'd like to welcome on stage the primary girls of Standard 3 to perform a graduation song named A Million Dreams.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy.
We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, 1,000,000 dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Unfortunately, their performance also marked the end of our program today. I personally have enjoyed my time a lot here, and I hope so have all of you. I can see many of you are not present. That's okay. We hope that there are more events like this in the future, and we hope that we can see all of you there as well. Thank you for joining us here today. Thank you for everything. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে, আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে। ধীরে ধীরে বয়ে যাওয়া নদীর গানে আরো পাবে, ভালোবাসা ছড়িয়ে পাপড়ি মেলেছে ওই সাদা শালুক যেখানে। আমার দেশের ঠিকানা বন্ধু পাবে।